Stranraer FC on YouTube, sponsored by GT Mortgages.
Stevie, the unbeaten run continues.
It does, aye, it does. We had to show something different today. I thought the first half we started the game really well, scored a goal, and then I was disappointed because we stopped playing after that. We stopped playing. I didn't think Stirling really created that much against us, but we allowed them a foothold in the game, and we didn't play at enough intensity. After we scored the goal, we were too passive, it was too slow, we weren't playing the right areas of the pitches, and Stirling, I was quite happy to go at half time 2-1 down, I've got to say, because I thought on the balance of play they could have been further in front. So we asked them a question at second half and they answered it because second half I thought from start to finish we dominated the game. We dominated possession, we were better outside of possession, out of possession, we were more intensity about us, we went and played the right areas, went and turned them, and we got what it was. Darryl Duffy does what Darryl Duffy does and scores a goal. So no, over the piece, for where we were at half time, we had to show something different than what we've showed in recent weeks today and to pick up a point, so it keeps the unbeaten run going.
It felt a wee bit like last Saturday in that we started really well, then fell away a bit, but obviously they're a better team than Brecon were last Saturday.
They're a good side. They're a good side at this level. They're a good side. They've been at this level for a considerable period of time now. They know this league, and they weathered the storm. They weathered the storm in the first. Because when we go 1-0 up, we can go and capitalise that and go further ahead. But we never. They weathered that and they turned it round on us. And the two goals. I mean, if you look at the two goals, one's a penalty and one's just a freak goal. So again, in 90 minutes of play, we've not been opened up. We've no, gave teams opportunities to score goals against us. So defensively, the shape was good. I just thought in the middle area of the pitch, we were too passive and playing the wrong passes. But overall, delighted with the reaction second half. And I thought if the game had went on another 5 minutes, we might have nipped it.
And top end, 2-year strikers scoring again. So again, these guys are sharing the goals and they're helping each other.
Of course they are. I mean, that's good when the strikers are scoring. Tam Walsh has scored with the last kick of the ball as well, and he's been told that. And that's no me criticising him. That's the demands that I put on him. That's the standards that I've set for him. I mean, he's in the right area to score his first one, but 90 minutes with Andy Stirling, great run, pulls it back. That's where you're number 9. With number 9 you're back, you've got to go and put it back, put it in the net and go and take 3 points. And that's the learning curve for Tam. That's they keep building with him and they building blocks with him, and that'll come. But I'm delighted with him and Darryl Duffy just now.
And Stirling Albion and Stranraer, you can see why they were in that similar position in the table. They were really well matched sides. They both had spells at the top in the game. It's going to be tight with some of these teams around.
Of course it is. Listen, Stirling Albion are a good side. I said that before the game, and my opinion's no change. We knew we were coming up against a good side with good players that could hurt you. And as I say, first half I thought they were. The first 10 minutes I thought we were better, scored the goal, and then I thought for the next 35 minutes they were the better side. But I thought second half, ultimately I thought we were the better side, and as longer the game was on, I could only see one team going on and possibly winning it. But I think he'll probably say a draw was a fair result, and I think probably all the piece it probably was.
And Andy came back on as a sub. You had Sean Burns on the bench. Don't think Cammy's that far away. The squad's starting to come back together.
As and when the subs come onto the pitch, they've got to make an impact. They've got to affect the game, and I thought Andy Stirling affected the game when he came on. The young boy, he's probably not got as long Matty when he comes on, but subs coming onto the pitch need to understand they've got to go and affect the game, and Andy Stirling certainly did that today. So no, I'm delighted with him. And second half, as I say, we had to show something different today. The last 4 or 5 weeks we've scored probably most of the games the first goal. And then we've been fairly comfortable and we've went on and we've had to show something to see out the result. We had to show something different second half today to come back for a defeat, and we did that. And over the piece, I'm delighted. We'll take our point and we'll move on.
You touched on it yourself, but do you think another 5 minutes might have been celebrating a 3-2 win?
We would have been celebrating a 3-2 win if Tam Orr had put that in the net. Listen, Tam can watch this interview tonight and he'll be saying, peace Gaffer, I've scored the first one, but listen, the other demands you've got to put in players. Players have got to put that in each other, and that's me not being critical. My players know I'm not critical of them. The demands that I put in them are high, and if I can put a demand on Thomas Orr and it happens next week at Stennismuir, then it'll be going through his mind last minute, I've got to crash this into the back of the net, and that's the reality. But I did think the longer the game was going, I said that to Frank McEwen and Jamie Hamill, I just thought we were probably going to nip it if any team was. But it wasn't to be, and we'll take our point. I mean, if you think of our last 4 games, that's 10 points out of 12, so it's no a bad return in the last 4.